Hello, Cancer. This is your love and relationship reading for December 2017. We're coming to the end of the year. So let's see what's in store. I'm going to cut the cards. Okay, your first card is going to be an Ace of Pentacles. This is a Queen of Cups. I have an Eight of Pentacles reversed. I have a Four of Cups. This is a Page of Swords. This has been showing up. Page of Swords and Page of Pentacles have been making quite a few appearances in the reading so far. This is the Fool. I have the Magician. I have a Nine of Pentacles. And then I have a Nine of Swords. Okay, so very interesting. You have only two major arcana cards, but they're very strong major arcana cards. You have the Fool, which is 0 in the major arcana. The Fool doesn't really have a number. It can be anywhere as far as your life cycle here. The major arcana, which runs from 0 to 22, represents a cycle in life where we go through cycles of self-awareness from the Fool to the Magician. And then we go to the Empress, and then the High Priestess, and then the Hierophant, and then the Emperor. So the Fool is an interesting card because it's about just starting over, starting a new beginning, so to speak. It also means this adventure, this sense of just letting go and taking a risk and seeing what happens. Okay, following your bliss, doing something completely different. So that's not uncommon as we head into the new year. That keep in mind, this is not the astrological new year. This is the traditional Roman calendar new year. But still, as we approach the end of December and we start celebrating the new year, you know, there's this sense of leaving old things behind. Auld Lang Syne is what comes to mind here. So everyone in December is going to go through some form of shifting and changing, shedding their skin, and letting the new skin come forward and letting the new skin breathe. So it's not just about the things around you in your material life that are changing. When the Fool comes, we're also talking about an inner transformation and an inner shift and inner changes as well. And the Magician comes along to make it happen, because the Magician is all about manifestation. It's about your personal power and enforcing your will. And I don't think many people understand how powerful our will is. When we have a vision of what we want to have happen in our lives, and we have the courage to act on it, we have the courage to believe that we can make it happen, and we cooperate with the universe, and we always act not only for our better good, but we act in ways that are for others' better good, even in relationships. We act for our own enlightenment in hopes that it will have influence on other people. So the Magician isn't just about that personal power and manifesting. It's also about using your personal power to have a positive influence on the things surrounding you and the people around you. That's what magic is all about. It's about making that transformation of your material world match the vision of what you want to have happen, of what you see. But many people, I don't think we realize how much we back off and we procrastinate, and we have so much fear about, oh, well, if I do this, what will happen? If I take this risk, what will happen? So yes, Cancer, the Fool and the Magician form a very powerful pair. And you do have some cups here. You do have some water here, because you go from a Queen of Cups in your past. You're happy, you're content. Emotionally, you have found stability and balance from the last month. But then as we progress, we once again, we kind of get a little emotional distance here. Okay. You know, sometimes Cancer, you can get a little moody and you can pull back a little bit. And sometimes it means taking an emotional break for the purpose of giving yourself time to work things out. You know, you might, for instance, some of you, from what I see with this Eight of Pentacles reversed, some of you might be having some minor issues with your partner. And your partner is trying to help. Your partner wants to work with you and iron out emotional issues as well. So part of this is one, Cancer, being willing to accept help. But it also means sometimes people, our partners and the people who mean a lot to us, sometimes they do disappoint us. And sometimes it means we have to open our eyes and say, well, nobody's perfect. They're trying to do the best they can right now. So that's what I'm seeing going on with this Four of Cups, this emotional detachment. And it could even be something that's going on with your partners. Your partners, you're offering a cup. You are trying to be emotionally supportive, and that person is, you know, they are not emotionally connecting with you. They're refusing that help. They're pushing you away. So that might actually be an issue for some of you Cancers. But Cancers are very protective. They have an inner circle of close friends. Sometimes it's hard for a Cancer to give someone the benefit of the doubt, but emotionally, Cancers sort of keep to themselves. They have their inner circle of loved ones and people they can trust and people you can trust, and you stick with that circle. But it doesn't mean that there aren't other people in your relationships, you know, from that inner circle, or people that you love. It doesn't mean that sometimes you're like, oh, they dropped the ball again. I wish they could see things my way. I wish we weren't always arguing about this. So that's a little bit of what I see going on here. Okay, so when I look here at your past, you have that Ace of Pentacles, which for some of you could be new opportunities in dating and a new emotional connection going on here with the Queen of Cups. And then for some reason we have that Eight of Pentacles reversed. Things come to a standstill. This great opportunity that was presented by the Ace of Pentacles, the progress and the discipline and the commitment of that relationship or that new opportunity sort of comes to a standstill. Someone has lost their focus. And this doesn't mean that there could be a work situation that's affecting your relationship as well, because Pentacles are about the material world. But in the bigger picture, Pentacles are about getting to work, working on a bigger project, focusing, okay, being determined. And so there's a little bit of motivation and determination being lost here. Okay, someone is taking their eye off the ball as far as commitment and just being devoted here. So that's when we kind of come to you pulling away emotionally. So that kind of starts to make sense here, that emotionally you might be reacting to someone in this Eight of Pentacles reverse, dropping the ball, losing their motivation, not coming through for you in the relationship. And then we get that emotional distance with the Four of Cups. But then we have a Page of Swords, and this is in the center of your spread. It's central to all the other cards that are going on here. And this is about a delay. It's about needing to get to resolving petty issues or arguments or disagreements. It could also be about you not being on the same page with a love interest or partner. Wrong time, wrong place. But it's about not having an ugly confrontation to address the issue by just rationally and reasonably working the situation out. And that's the dominant impression I'm getting with the Page of Swords, this need to not lose your temper or lose control emotionally, but a need to make a decision and hash things out and sit someone down and say, we need to work this out now. And so that's when we get to the Fool here, where we say, okay, maybe a reset for some of you in your relationships. For some of you, it could mean you standing up for an important decision in this relationship, for what you want, whether even if it has something to do with your finances or career, a new house, a new job. But in the Fool, I kind of see a lot of you Cancers just sort of resetting your lives and resetting the relationship here and just saying, you know what, I'm not going to wait for this person anymore. I'm not going to be afraid to make this decision. Okay, and that can happen to a number of degrees in different ways. Okay, not all Cancers are going to have that exact same experience with the Fool, but it does mean letting a lot go emotionally, because water signs tend to do that. Letting a lot go and being willing to do what you need to do for your happiness. So when we get here to the future, very interesting, because as I said, the Magician is a very powerful card of influence and manifestation and acting on your decisions and making it happen. And then we get to this wonderful card of Nine of Pentacles, this joy and happiness. But then another 9 follows. Okay, and this is a 9 of Swords, where someone is being dramatic, someone is acting out a little bit. And that can definitely happen as the holidays approach. For some of you, relationships tend to hit quite a few road bumps, especially during the holiday season. And interestingly enough, having read for so many years, usually during the holiday season is when I do see a lot of the turbulence in relations come to the forefront here. A lot of drama. Someone who, it's the Drama Queen card. But it means you're also near the end of the problem, because 9 is a very high number. It's the end of a cycle. And they'll settle down. Okay, and I think that's when the Page of Swords can be quite helpful, because it still means that you can cut through the drama here. That, okay, let's just sort of resolve this issue once and for all, but there should be no more drama here. Okay, so let's shuffle for the outcome card here and see how all of this is going to turn out. And you have a 6 of Wands, some fire here. No cups, no water, but this is very significant. This is a fire sign. And it's not that fire and water aren't compatible, because, well, they're not complementary. But don't negate the power of fire to sort of make a spark in your life, to spur you to move forward. This is about conquering obstacles and moving through those obstacles to victory. And the Six of Wands makes a very nice pair with the Magician, because the Magician, as a major arcana card, is the stronger expression of this Six of Wands, because this is once again about manifesting what you want. It's about heading towards victory and having courage to make the changes that you want in your life and not letting any obstacles get in your way. So Cancer, in short, the power of the wands are coming to your rescue, because note how the Fool also has a wand, Magician has a wand, there's a wand here being held. You know, you have your Six of Wands, but the holding of the wand is significant in tarot, because when you pick up the wand, you are about to manifest. You are about to make changes in your life. You are taking the initiative. You're being motivated. So whenever someone's holding a wand, that's going to be very important. But it's also a sure sign of success. So Cancer, that was your reading. And just so that you know, my special for tarot readings is my Grand Romany reading, a 21 card spread. Many of you have watched my 2018 Grand Romany readings for the next year. And a lot of you love it, and I think one of you suggested, well, will you have a special on Grand Romany readings? Yes, I do, and it'll be $30 for the month of December. And I might actually consider just keeping it at that price in the future, seeing that most of the readings, you know, this seems to be a nice 30-minute, 40-minute reading. For some of you who want a more extensive reading into different aspects of your life, not just relationship, the Grand Romany reading is really perfect for you, where it can definitely go in depth to many different situations that are going on. So check it out. Go to tarotbyaire.com, or you can just go ahead and email me. So thank you so much. It's been another wonderful year reading for you. I want to give a shout out to all of my regular customers, and I appreciate your support and all the wonderful things that all the words of encouragement that you've given me throughout. I really appreciate reading your comments and seeing how much the readings have helped you. So thank you so much. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season, and of course I'll wish you love and light, but I also wish you a happy new year to come. So I will see you in January. Take care, and I will see you next year.